Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It has been quite a while since I last uploaded, but there is good reason for that. Well, I mean, it was kind of being lazy too, but mostly because school started and that's been taking up a lot of my time. Studying plus just exams and stuff like that. I haven't had really time to dedicate to filming a video and posting it. And the time I do get to flip a battle song, I don't really want to spend that time making videos, concentrating on what I have to say. I'd rather spend it, practicing my flipping and getting better, which I haven't even had much time to do. If you can tell, I'm very sloppy right now. But we have a new knife I'm going to be talking about today, and that is the LDY Cygnus. So I traded my Magco for this, I believe. And before you guys say something in the comments, let me just talk about quickly how my thought process when I trade knives, because I did make a video saying I really like the Madco, and I did make a video talking about, kind of gushing about how I love the Madco and how it's one of my favorite titanium trainers. And just because I got rid of it doesn't mean any of that has changed, right? When I trade a battle song, most of the time my main thinking behind it is I'm getting rid of this battle song because I don't like it anymore. Most of the time my reasoning is I like this battle song, but I want to try a new one, and that's pretty much what I do most of the time. Like, I love the Madco, but I felt like I want to try new ballys, and I had the chance to trade it for Signus, and I thought it would be a pretty cool experience to try because I am a huge fan of LDY products. I actually ordered a Sirius. Oh, maybe should I have kept that a secret? Nah, it's fine. Who cares? Yeah, I ordered a Sirius from the newest drop, a Sirius V4, which I am really excited for because I loved the Sirius V3. The Sirius V3 was like one of my first like higher end ballys when I got back into flipping. Like after the Squiddy AL, I got the Sirius V3 and I was like, what the heck, this is amazing. So yeah, to have the Sirius V4 coming in, I'm super hyped for that, but that won't be for another couple weeks, I think. So in the meantime, we have the Cygnus to talk about. The Cygnus before the Vixen. Well, actually, no, I think there's a Vixen V1. But the Cygnus is kind of known for being LDY's top of the line model, their most premium ballad song. And I have quite a few thoughts about it because the Cygnus is a ballad song for me that in theory is very cool, and I really like the idea of it, and I love the way it looks. Although I love a lot of things about the Cygnus, but at the end of the day, while I do think it's a pretty competitive flipper, and while I think it's pretty good, it's not for me. And that's not even to say I don't like it, because I do like it. I think it's pretty nice, but it isn't for me. And I'm going to kind of talk about it, but first let's talk about the basics as we always do. I guess that's kind of the format of my videos now. I give an intro and then we talk about the knife, like the specs and everything. So let's go ahead and do that. It is a sandwich titanium, which I've kind of been growing towards, like have affinity towards sandwich ballad songs. I don't know why. I used to love channel the most. Then I was like, oh, sandwich is better. Now I just love sandwich because of the extra grip it provides. I find myself gravitating towards the sandwich knives in my collection. But yeah, anyway. Also, this is dull, like most of my ballad songs, so don't worry. But yeah, anyway, it is a sandwich design, and a quite unique one at that. I'm sure you guys have all heard of it, but it's got this really unique intertwining of G10 and titanium. And I feel like that really unique idea is kind of where the Cygnus like loses it for me, like one of the reasons I don't like it, and I'll talk about that more in a bit. But yeah, it has this pretty unique intertwining of G10 and thing, and then you have like a bunch of screws over here, like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, so like 8 screws, which is another thing that I have to mention. But and then it also comes with well, mine came when I got it. It came with the feather blade as well, and it came with a really cool trainer. And I'll talk about both of those because they don't flip that much different besides the trainer. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So one of the main reasons I don't like the Cygnus, like, okay, wait, sorry. I keep on saying I don't like the Cygnus. I do like the Cygnus. One of the reasons I don't think the Cygnus is for me is just because of the balance, to be honest. I feel like, so let's sit down and talk about this. So you have this G10 titanium structure, right? And you can see at points, I can't tell if it's in frame or not, but hopefully it is. You can see at points the titanium gets super thin, which means like over here, most of the weight at the pivots is pretty much all from the G10, coming all from the G10. And at the ends, you have these bulky spacers and a lot more titanium weight over here, which means that it is very end weighted, like rear weighted, and not much weight in the pivots at all, which gives it like a kind of funky balance in my opinion, and I really don't like it, to be honest. I felt like there's way too much end weight for like how, like, I mean, it's a relatively light ballast song. It comes in at around roughly 3.89 ounces, so it's nothing super heavy, but yeah, I don't know, it just feels really end weighted, and it's not a balance that I particularly like, if I'm being honest with you. It just carries certain like things really weird. Chaplains are all right. Yeah, chaplains are all right, but fans are just not the way I like them. They're nice, they're still pretty good, but like for me, I just don't know. And then rollovers are pretty decent as well. It's just too end weighted for me. Like, it's not like it suffers in any one aspect. It's just too end weighted, because pretty much all the weight is over here in the ends with these spacers. And the grip isn't like I think the cutouts like just aren't enough for the grip for me. And keep in mind, this is all my opinion, because I know people do love the Signus online, and I understand why people like it, to be honest. I like I said, I do like it, but it's just not for me. So I understand why people love the Signus. Like, I understand why people might say this is like one of the best battle songs, but not for me. Just, that's all I'm saying. That is one of my main issues with it, the balance. I'm not a huge fan of the balance at all. Even though it's not terrible. Like, I've felt battle songs with worse balance than this. But also, I think another thing I don't like about it, or one thing that kind of let me down about it, is that I'm a huge fan of both the Sirius and the Orion, both of which are quite a bit cheaper than the Cygnus is. I think the Cygnus, when it was coming out, I know it's discontinued now, but when it was coming out, these would go for like what, $500, and then you have the Orion going for like what's it called, 85, 95, so anywhere from 75 to $95 for the live blade version. And I just don't think that this is worth nearly 440 bucks more than this. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, I way prefer my Orion to the Cygnus, just because I feel like the balance is way better distributed in the Orion. Yeah, man, like out of all my ballets, like, I have some pretty expensive ballets. Well, not pretty expensive, like fairly expensive, like the Cygnus being one of them. I have the Nakiri. I have another ballet song, which I actually haven't told you guys about yet, but I guess you guys will see it in the upcoming videos. But like, those are all relatively high-end, high-priced ballet songs, and I honestly prefer the Orion to some of them. Not prefer, but like, I flip it just as much because it's so good. And that's the thing, like, these are both from LDY, so like, not that I'm expecting 4 times the flipping experience from this, but I just don't think it's like, I don't think it's that much better than that. And I thought it would be. I mean, I guess that's what I was thinking. I guess that's not really like fair thinking now, but like, I wish it was. But like, I shouldn't prefer the Orion to the Cygnus, is what I'm trying to say. And I kind of just do, just because of the balance, pretty much. It really just comes down to the balance, because you have really thin slabs of TI here, and then G10 weighs like nothing. So I don't know, man. I think they're actually pretty much the same weight. I'm not sure. Too lazy to check. Another big issue I have with the Signus is the tuning and how finicky this thing is. If you want to mess with it, if you want to change the blades, because they do. LDY did include trainer blades, and they actually, mine, like I said, mine has both of the live blade variants and the trainer blade. So like, if you want to change it out, the tuning is such a pain to do, especially just because of like how it is with everything, like the G10, and like the fact that you literally have like 4 screws per handle. It's just like really annoying. And like tunable Zen pins, or like screwable Zen pins, I hate those. Like, they just make everything so complicated. Like, yeah, they make it easier when you're like trying to switch the blades out because you can loosen them. But like, I just don't like them. They're just like an unnecessary hassle that I'd rather not deal with when disassembling and reassembling my knives. If I sound kind of sick, it's because I kind of am. I low-key have like a cold right now. But like, I don't know. I don't want it to sound like I'm hating on the Cygnus, because I do think the Cygnus is actually like pretty fun to flip sometimes, but it's just not for me. Like I said, it's got loads of good things about it, but I don't know. There's just the balance for me is just like one of like the things that turns me off most about the Cygnus. I wouldn't say it's overrated. Maybe it is a little bit. Yeah, maybe. Am I gonna get canceled if I say that? The Cygnus is slightly overrated. I don't know. It's really good. It sounds amazing. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying like a bunch of nothing here, because like the Cygnus is good, but I just don't like it that much, and I think it's not worth it. Especially, and I'm just disappointed on the way it flips compared to LDY's other valleys. Man, I low-key don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like it's like one of those ballad songs that I don't have enough reasons to say why I don't like it. I just like, it's just the way I feel about it when I flip it. I'm just like, meh. Like, it's alright. Like, I really want to like it, man. It looks amazing. It sounds amazing. But I genuinely enjoy flipping my Orion more than this. The Orion just flows so much better for me. And the Cygnus is like, no, it doesn't. Especially the way the Cygnus fans, I don't know why. Something about the way the Cygnus fans is just like really like meh. Basically what I tried doing earlier today actually is I tried taking these spacers out, because these spacers are like is what gives it a lot of the weight, and I tried replacing it with some extra bushings I had, which were a bit too small to replace them as spacers, but whatever, who cares. I tried doing that, and honestly it was better, even though it was slightly like blade biased. But like, honestly, I liked it better than like that, but I just wouldn't keep it like that, because it's just not not convenient to have it those bushings as spacers. And it did make it blade biased. So, but yeah, like I said, the Signus is good, but not for me. I did see that LDY is putting out a new Signus, which I think they're changing quite a bit of stuff about, because in the pictures it did not have screwable Zen pins, and from the video that Will Zhang uploaded to his story this morning, it looked like it was channel, which is really interesting for them to make a channel Signus. Yeah, I don't know if I'll pick one up, but it looks really interesting, and hopefully I like it better than this, because I'm just not a fan of the balance. That's like literally my main issue, the balance. I don't like it. And also like the other stuff I said about the tuning. But yeah, it looks sick. I really like the feather blade look. The trainer flips, I think out of all of them, the trainer probably flips the best in my opinion. Just because, I don't know why. Maybe it's a bit lighter than the live blades. But yeah, I like it better. Also, like the grip, like, so when I try to do what's it called? I think it's a cherry picker. I don't know, it feels like weird. I feel like my fingers are sliding off the edges. Certain other tricks too, like other rollovers. But yeah, you can just really feel that like all the main weight is in the end of the handles, and I just don't like that. And I think that's fair enough reason for me. Like I said, I understand why other people like it, but just not for me. This is kind of like a mid video just because I'm not feeling that great. And I don't really have too much to say about the Cygnus. Like, it's good, but it's like not amazing. That's pretty much my thoughts about it. I'm not sure how long this video is, but I'm probably just gonna stop it here because, like I said, I don't have too much to say about it. I am trading it for something though, which is why I was like, you know what, let me just make this video now, because I'm probably not gonna get another Cygnus. I'm probably not gonna get another one, so let me just make a video and right now while I have it, or else I'm gonna regret it after I get rid of it. But I am trading it for something. Oh, everyone say hi to Cairo. Hi, Cairo. I am trading it for something, but I probably will keep that secret. Maybe. Actually, no, I don't really like keeping secrets. Plus, like, I'm a kind of a huge blabbermouth, so I'm trading this for BRS tie bones. It might sound like a bit of an unconventional thing to trade it for, but I don't know why I've really wanted a tie bones ever since like I saw Dubmo's review on it, I was like, damn, that looks and sounds really good. And who knows, I could probably end up hating it, but you know what? Who knows if you don't try. Literally why I traded some of my stuff, like the stuff I really liked. Like, you guys should know I traded my my Hydra and my Madco, both of which I really liked. Just because I wanted to try it. Like, I don't have an unlimited supply of money, and the battle songs I do have, I have to trade if I want to try something new. That's just how it works for me. Bro, I literally suck at flipping. I haven't been practicing much, which is why I'm terrible. I mean, I'm low-key like probably a beginner flipper, to be honest, but yeah. I don't know, I'm just not feeling too great. But yeah, that is me rambling about the Cygnus and why I think it's good but not great. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will try to be more regular with posting, but you know, it's my second year of college. I'm pre-med, so I kind of have to pay attention and focus and study in school if I want to make something out of my life. But yeah, I will see you guys later. I hope you guys all have a nice day, and it was nice. See you.